Hey, howdy there again, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off of my Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler Platter videos. Series of videos I've been doing for a little bit now, where I go over there, I try out food and drink items. I got nerdy stuff in the background, like Peter Cannon Thunderbolt poster. I got a terrible old ladder that's always over to the side. I got Marvel Legends figures up in the corner over there. There's hamsters around me, but you can't see those because you're not cool enough to see the hamsters. I mean, you probably are, realistically, but, you know, they're all behind the camera and stuff like that, being adorable. Anyway, folks, with all that said, the format of the show, I go over there, I try out food and drink items, I put them in my mouth, I do the talking about the stuff. Maybe you laugh, maybe you cry, maybe you run through the entire spectrum of emotions, maybe you invent an entire new emotion just for viewing my show. Like Lovestration. It's a mix of love and frustration. That's not even a new emotion. I think most of us felt that in our lives at one point in time or another. I'm coining the term, though. Get a shirt made, Lovestration. Oh, does it sound right, does it? Anyway, what am I trying today? Boom! Hammond Soda Pop. Cola-flavored milk chocolate with fizzy popping candy. From Hammond's, you see. Apparently I paid $4.19 for this one candy bar. Ugh. Oh, cool. Yeah, I got about a month to eat it before it's out of date. So, I've actually had this one for a little while. I have a cupboard that I basically just throw, like, my awful crap up there. You know, like all my ramen and chips and whatever. Just, like, all the stuff that I, as an adult, shouldn't be eating. But that's what it's there for. And it's also where most of my Sampler Platter items end up. And in this case, this one ended up there, and it's, like, above my stove. And it just ended up on the bottom. And I completely forgot about it. So, today when I was going through checking for items to do for this little batch of videos, I found this one, and I was like, oh, damn! I better eat that soon. Like, it might go rancid or something. So, turned into some sort of mutant frog demon. Yeah, I got this a few months ago from Rocket Fizz in St. Charles, Illinois. Great little shop if you are going through. No paid sponsorship or anything, but I fully endorse them. It's a fantastic shop. Mostly focus on like sodas and stuff, but they also have like lots of weird candies and stuff. And there you go. I've certainly done videos where I've featured their stuff before. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, this seemed interesting. I like chocolate. I like soda pop. The very last video I did before this one, cherry vanilla Coca-Cola. Watch that video. I'm not familiar with Hammond's. Apparently they're from Denver, Colorado. HammondsCandies.com. I think the only thing I can think of, I think there's a Hammond, Indiana, isn't there? That sounds like a thing that I didn't just make up. And the only other Hammond that I can really think of is the one dude from previously of Top Gear, Richard Hammond. Now he's on the Grand Tour. So, clearly there's a relation, right? Clearly. Let's try the thing, folks. Let's try the thing, we'll do the thing, and I'll talk about the thing, and I'll yammer on, and I'll take too long, and I'll regret taking too long. Let's see how it's held up. Okay. It's all in one piece. I'm always a fan of that. You see the design. It's a fairly standard design for like chocolates, like the thing, but I'll give them credit. They do have their little H logo on there, so extra points for going the extra mile. And I mean, it says it has poppin' candy in there, which I've had other things that have had poppin' candy in them. And it's effectively like Pop Rocks. For anyone who might not be aware, it's a candy that, like, you put it in your mouth, like it makes a little popping sensation, and kind of fizzes and stuff. So, I don't know how well it's gonna translate into candy bar format. That was really interesting. Never before in my life have I smelled a candy bar and had my brain think, oh, that smells like soda. But yeah, it because I mean, it's not cold or anything, and obviously there's no actual carbonation. So it kind of reminds me a bit of like flat soda. Hopefully it tastes better than that. Let's give it a shot, folks. Let's do the thing. Nice texture. I don't know if you guys can hear the popping candy or not. I can, but it's in my head. So there you go. I will say, out of the candies I've had that have had like the pop rock stuff in them, this definitely has the best pop. Pun. In terms of taste, like I said, it's got a nice texture to it. It's firm but not like too stiff or anything like that. It's and it's with the poppin' candy and stuff in it. It's almost a similar like feel sensation in your mouth to what are those things like nougat? You might find it like a Crunch Bar or something like that as you're chewing it. The taste itself, there is something of a cola flavor to it. It's not tremendously prominent, though. But it is there. It absolutely is there. It's there. It's kind of competing a little bit with the chocolate flavor, which the chocolate flavor is nice enough. I mean, it's milk chocolate. It's one of those things like because obviously there's like a fun little novelty thing, but it does. I'll give them credit. It does seem well made for being more of a novelty item. The problem I'm kind of having, because it does taste fine, like it's perfectly fine candy bar. The pop rock stuff, I don't really know how much like actual flavor that's giving off, but the problem is like the sensation of it going off. It's kind of throwing off like my taste receptors. Like they're trying to focus on too many things at once, so it's hard for me to really focus on like the cola flavor. Well, like I said, it is there. It does take a little bit to get going. You really have to kind of get it melting in your mouth to really get the cola flavor. But it is there. Does it taste, like a nice, freshly opened up, straight from the fridge, Coca-Cola or Pepsi or RC or what have you? No, love RC by the way, representing. No, it definitely doesn't. But strictly as like a fun little novelty candy bar, yeah, it's there. It definitely is. Do I think it could be improved upon? Yes, I think if a company were so interested, they could probably go over there and work it out a little bit more. So it had a more prominent cola flavor without it becoming like too obnoxious, because I could see that being a thing. But just as it is, yeah, I mean, I'll go with it. Is it a great candy bar? No. It certainly, even if it didn't cost me $4.19, would it be like anything close to like one of my favorites? No. I mean, it's fun as a novelty. I could maybe see like getting one every once in a while, but even then, like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't need a ton of candy these days. So, if I wanted a candy bar or something like that, I'd probably go for something that I know is specific, like has that specific, just taste factor, that, whether it's Reese's Cups or Butterfinger or, Baby Ruth Bar or something like that. I did an episode on Baby Ruth Bar. Go ahead and check that one out. But, like, just because the problem is that fundamentally, when you break it down, it's just an interesting tasting with an interesting texture chocolate bar. There's really nothing else to it. It's still cool, though. It's cool that it's interesting. But again, I think of it more as being a novelty. I could see this being something if it maybe costs a little bit less. And I'm not, that might not be on Hammond's. I don't know how the whole pricing things work. I could see it being like kind of a cool gift for somebody though. Like as, just like a weird oddity thing. Be like, hey, try this out. They might get a kick out of it. But yeah, I wouldn't personally have it as like a go-to candy bar, even if it were more readily available to me. But would I recommend it? As a laugh, yeah, I think so. As strictly as a candy bar, probably not. Not that it's not good or that it doesn't taste, tastes like poor quality or anything like that, because it doesn't. It's, there's clearly some care that went into it. But again, I just think there's better options available. Whereas this one, yeah, they either need to do a little bit more with it, or really just kind of play with the novelty entirely. But as is, like I said, it's still cool. I'm definitely going to eat the rest of it. And my hat to Hammond's. I do think they came up with a cool little item. Just like I said, I don't know. I think they had other flavors available. Maybe I'll check some of those out and see what they're like. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me and this review. So, we can go over there. 5 things for me. Have yourself a stupendous rest of your day. It's all poppy in my head. Stupendous rest of your day. Phenomenal rest of your week. Monumentous rest of your month. And a absolutely amazing rest of your year. And if you could go over there and have yourself a puppy-tastic rest of your life. Unless you're not into puppies or whatever. I don't know why you would be that kind of monster, but 2 quick things, folks, before I get out of here. I promise I'm almost done. Could go over there, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible, but it is always appreciated. If nothing else, if you can't do that, maybe your circumstances, you're just not in a position where you can do that. Try not to be an asshole. I think that's usually doable. But again, you're going to have your days. I certainly have mine. So, but let's all try, folks. Let's all try a little bit harder. And then the final thing, folks, you could go over there, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, maybe you want to go over there and come up with like the perfect, cola candy bar. Or maybe you're over there and you're like, fuck that, man. I'm going to come up with a Sprite candy bar. Or 7-Up. It's the uncola candy bar. Why haven't they done something like that? Like Sprite or fucking 7-Up, man. They should. At the very least, like, they had to have done, like, okay, lifesavers, right? I'm just thinking about this now. How have they not done, like, a run of soda-based lifesavers? Like, I know there have been, like, soda-based, like, suckers and different things over the years. Just have, like, a lifesaver thing. Have a Sprite one. Have, a Coke one. Orange Crush. Why am I thinking of this, folks? I should be making the millions. Instead, I'm over here eating soda candy bars. Anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a great rest of your day and all that stuff. I got one more thing to try, and then I'm going to hang out with my hamsters. Bye.